Bitcoin ordinals, a low cap gem, and some very interesting things going on this Bitcoin chart that could mean the beginning of something major happening in the crypto market right now. Decentralized. Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you guys about a low cap gem that's below the $40 million market cap. Also want to talk to you guys about Fidelity and BlackRock going ahead and trying to get into the Bitcoin game, into the Bitcoin ETF game, and what that means, in my opinion, for the crypto market going forward. Also want to talk to you guys a little bit about ordinals, the Bitcoin price, and just keep watching. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming in this video for sure. Like the video and let's just get right into it. So it says Fidelity reportedly set to submit an application for a Bitcoin ETF. Coming right here, we see BlackRock ETF news may have kickstarted Bitcoin accumulation. So very interesting things going right now. We see that there has been a bunch of like ETFs that have got denied. We have the paper Bitcoin ETFs, which we don't like because they don't benefit the Bitcoin market being approved, but the actual spot ETF, which will have to be settled in real Bitcoin on a blockchain, actually getting denied by the shady SEC. Remember to go ahead and talk to your senators and tell them that we need to vote to get these people to keep the innovation in America. But that's a different story. But anyways, what's going on right now? So all of these companies are getting in now. Some people see this as an attack on crypto. Now, crypto is getting attacked for sure. That is one thing that is going to happen. But when it comes to like Fidelity and BlackRock getting into the crypto space, ultimately in the long run, this is kind of what we want. We want all of those companies, and everybody says like shady Wall Street, right? Now the whole point is to get shady Wall Street to be on chain so it could be less shady. Okay, that's kind of the whole point. We want us, the people, the customers, consumers, builders, to be building on blockchains and not some of the systems that have been manipulated by a small few individuals. So, these companies getting in there, and basically some of them who are on the shadier side are signing their death certificate when they're doing some of the things in the Bitcoin space, and it's kind of lovely to see how that just played out and how Satoshi and them planned that out. But in the short term of all this stuff, ETFs have been used to control market prices. In the past, ask anybody who's been a gold bug for a while, they'll tell you that ETFs have not affected the price of gold in a very good way, but Bitcoin is a completely different animal. So we'll see as more and more people see that these big companies, Fidelity, which we know of, BlackRock, which less people know of, but they're a very big player, kind of solidifies in a lot of people's heads who are still thinking that crypto is a scam. I know I hear people saying that. Now, in my opinion, I don't think there are a lot of people out there who don't want to get into crypto. I just believe that the barrier of entry needs to be like this much. Like, it needs to be as easy as like, my mom doesn't even use Cash App because it's too complicated for her. So trying to get her to set up a crypto wallet and make sure she has money for funds and do all this and this and that, then I got to send her to this exchange, and then it's still too complicated for people to get in. So we're still early. We're still early in that regard. Now, speaking of being early to something, now ordinals is going on Bitcoin right now. It's a very big deal. We got the ordinals and the BRC20s, which some people think is going to lead off this next bull run for sure. Now, for me, I see it doing good things for Bitcoin, especially in a bull run type of scenario, because people have a reason to be hyped again. And once people get hyped over something, they start spending money on it. And the good thing for Bitcoin is that with this whole ordinal system and with BRC20s, people need to use Bitcoin. They need to buy Bitcoin and use it, like actually use it for transaction fees. They have to pay to do stuff on the Bitcoin blockchain, which was happening on Ethereum in the DeFi times, and we've seen that Ethereum was doing very well based on people needing it. So as we get DEXs, if that ends up happening on Bitcoin, then people will probably have to provide liquidity with Bitcoin and do all type of things with Bitcoin. So it's good. Causes there to be demand for the number one cryptocurrency. But there's people out there who are saying, hey, Ordinals have turned Bitcoin into a worse version of Ethereum. Can we fix it? For those who don't know, this was never built on Bitcoin before, is because it couldn't. Bitcoin got upgraded in November with something called a Taproot update that allowed people to store little bits of pieces of data on the Bitcoin blockchain, which, you know, developers and creative people said, hey, let's do a bunch of dope stuff with that data space. And it is pretty dope what's able to be built, and it's moving quick. You know, it's moving quick. I think early this year, somebody was able to inscribe, and now we got people putting whole pieces of like blockchain. I mean, not blockchain, putting whole pieces of like, you know, code and stuff like that, JavaScript code, and, you know, bulking code together using a number of ordinals to create one system. So it's gonna get pretty crazy for the Bitcoin ordinal system. So it is something to keep an eye on. I will say this though. And a lot of ordinals people are not going to like this, but if you're a fan of meme coins, then it will be cool, it will be fun. But I'm not a fan of meme coins as much, because a lot more people get wrecked and a lot more people make money. But they can't do a lot of stuff. Like on Ethereum, it is completely different. These tokens are actually needed for something. They actually have a use case. Right now, there's not many use cases for BRC20s besides being a part of a community or being a part of a group or some type of access point or something like that. And that's just the truth. Okay, now it's gonna evolve, hopefully, but right now that's what it is. But there's still money flowing over there, and overall it's good for Bitcoin, it's good for the entire space. Let's experiment, and let's hope that the government continues to let us experiment and all those good things. Now, because look, it's coming. The IMF is working hard for a global CBDC. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, I believe, is saying, hey, we're working hard for a global infrastructure. Now, nobody asked for this. Sorry, just nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for a global one world government. Like, we don't even like the government we have, quite frankly. So why would we want something more? So this is something that is happening. So we got to go in a more decentralized route with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, and stop all the infighting. No one cares about who's going to be the winner in this next coming cycle. There's greater things going on with this technology that a lot of people, you know, should be caring about. But on the way there, you know, let's make some money together while we get there. Speaking of making money together, let's talk about a low cap gem. So this low cap gem right here, Dione Protocol. Now, I believe this was one that one of you guys in the comment box actually put me onto probably months ago. So shout out to whoever that viewer was. Actually, let me know in the comment box if that was you who told me to look at this coin. So over the last couple of weeks, it has been moving. You can see it started, let's see, started a little while ago, whatever, but it's getting close to its all-time high right now. The last time it was at its all-time high was 2 months ago, so that's what I meant. Last couple of weeks it's been growing. See if I could pull up this chart and show you a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So it's been doing its thing over the last couple of weeks, or months I should say, and its all-time high was 10 months ago. Now, shout out, like I said, somebody told me about this coin. It was probably 10 months ago, and we mentioned it in one of the community coin videos. So if you don't watch those community coin videos, which y'all don't watch them, but I make them for a reason, but the all-time high is coming up soon. And what's going on? So the protocol is getting their staking updated, but what is it? Let's talk a little bit about what is it. So a new change in power, powering the crypto revolution with renewable energy. Dope concept. Using blockchain technology for this carbon transition is a very good thing. Now, looking a little bit at the white paper right here, we can see where it talks about the current problems. It says the global energy sector is more than 90% off track to decarbonize itself, and there are a bunch of reasons for sure for why that's happening. But the trio of the energy industry, including the producers, distributors, and suppliers, is not taking sufficient steps at the required pace. So they're saying people need to move faster with this. Like they need to You know, they're making these pledges, but they're not moving towards it. These are some of the reasons why I'm big on some of these companies or projects that are having use cases in this area. These people are making pledges. They're going to sit on their booty until it's too late, and then they're going to have to pour a ton of money in in a short period of time. Now, that is something that I believe is really going to start happening as these, the next couple of years coming up, especially when we're 5 years from 2030, and a lot of these companies are realizing that, hey, we told people we were going to be carbon neutral at the very least by 2020, and we're far off of that mark. I think, energy exchanges, energy incentives for people to build renewable energy products is gonna raise super quick and super fast. So there's a solution right here, and it says the two primary goals are to reduce the carbon footprint caused by the energy sector around the world and facilitate and incentivize retail customers to become prosumers and run their energy businesses. So this is something that's going to be pretty dope. I will talk about this in its own video, so subscribe to the channel, and we'll get to that soon. But some of the things that they're going to have, like an energy exchange, they're going to have these ways for you to have an app where you can buy, sell renewable energy, plugs right into your smart meter. Dope things coming from this project. Make sure you guys hop on their website and check it out, but make sure you guys, more importantly, read this white paper and see if it's a use case that you could really put your money behind. Now, I will say something about this project that I do not like. The CEO is not doxed yet, and on their website it does say we're gonna dox somebody. I don't like that. I don't know why. I just don't. But overall, I like the project so far. So that's just, I got to give you the real with the real. So let me know what you guys think about everything that is happening in this market right now. It is crazy things going on in this market right now. We're seeing big players step in. We got the governments involved. We got the SEC involved. And I love crypto because it is exposing a bunch of the BS that's going on around the entire world. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are not subscribed. Remember, if you are a project, artist, anything like that who is building in the crypto space, contact me. Got something dope that I am working on. Check out my website, etcurrency.com, and sign up for my Telegram group, which is free. Let's talk crypto and let's get this money together. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Think positive, and positive things will happen. RIP to crypto roots, and remember, never finish a negative statement about currency. Till next time, peace.